Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Homebrew Review. Now, this homebrew is not one of mine, it's not one of Paul's, it's not one of Devin or Sensodine's, the brother's brow. This is from John. Now, John is best known for the guy that passed out in a Beer Drinkers United show like this, in his chair a couple times. Good guy. Got to meet him right as I was leaving for work. He dropped these off at my place. This is his Christmas ale. Same thing I say to Devin all the time. You might have sanitized your bottles, but soak off the labels. If you're going to reuse another company's bottles, get the labels off. It doesn't really matter. It's just a little pet peeve of mine. And I don't know what type of capper you have, but by golly do I want it, because I always get a lot of Bose bottles, and I can't reuse them because the capper I have can't hug the neck. It doesn't have a ridge big enough for my capper to hug to push the cap down properly, so I can never use these bottles. So kudos to you. Please tell me what type of capper you have. I just have, I have two. I have a one-handed and a two-handed capper, and they're just cheap-ass shits. I don't have anything automatic, or I don't have the press. Maybe he actually has the press. I don't know. Anyway, this is his Christmas ale. Let's try it. Today's glassware is just your average Guinness pint glass. Holy shit! You got some carbonated beer, good sir. You have some carbonated beer. A little bit of haze. I like that. Not the color I was expecting from what I got out of the bottle scent-wise. Just your average hazy gold color. And the head is just so white. Any Christmas spiced ale that I'm getting the sense that I'm getting on this from, I'm expecting a darker, at least slightly darker beer than what this came out to be. But again, that doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter. I'm just saying visual appeal and what my paradigms are and what I'm expecting. I was expecting darker than what this is. Does that really matter? Not really. The taste of the beer matters more than anything. That head is pillowy. It's beautiful. It's big and fluffy and white. It has a nice snap, crackle, pop to it. Look at that head. Look at it. Scent. I just stuck my nose right in there. It smells like they have cinnamon in there, some nutmeg. Cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, and it actually smells like there's a bit of clove in there as well. Basically, it's smelling like your average Christmas spices. Again, is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Let's try it. Cheers. Woo! John, that has some bite. Woo! Wow! Still tasting some cinnamon. It's weird because it's basically, I don't know how they brewed it, but what it's reminding me of is a basic lager. It's reminding me of a basic lager, super spiced. It's a cloying back end. I mean, it's still there right now. Still there, still pungent, still sharp. You drink it, get a nice sweet maltiness, almost Pilsner maltiness. So like Munich malts and all that, almost like that. It's just coming off very soft, very subtle, very sweet. And then it just gets beat down. It gets beat down with what tastes like, I don't even know what hop that is, but the hops are mingling with everything else. It's tasting like you're getting a clove, a nutmeg, and hop bomb all in the back of your throat, and they're all just intermingling to make a very resinous, bitter finish. Is it a bad finish? No, I actually really like this homebrew. I really do, because it's just so simple, and then just pow, it's there. And I kind of like that about it. I'm not really tasting the cinnamon as much as I'm kind of getting like a drying off of it. I I could smell what smelled like allspice. I don't know if I taste it though. Again, I'm just getting bitch slapped with what I think is resiny hops, but could be just exuberant amounts of spices, nutmeg, and clove. It just bitch slapping me on the back of the palate, but at the same time, it's good. And I think the only reason it's good, with the fact that it's bitch slapping me, is it's not trying to be hidden by so many things. It's letting itself be out in the forefront. A lot of the commercially sold ales that are spiced like this, you get a problem when you get too much nutmeg or you get too much clove, and I think it's because it's still trying to mask it with everything else. This is going full out, it's just too much. It isn't something that I would want to drink bottle upon bottle of at the same time. But sitting down with my buddies for a beer, I could drink a bottle of this with no problems whatsoever. I wouldn't complain about it. It would be a lot of fun. That being said, would I purchase it? Probably not. Is it a well-brewed beer, though? Yes, it very much is. John, you and your buddy did a great job on the beer. Again, not really my thing to drink on my own all the time, but a really good job nonetheless on the beer. Out of 10, I would probably give it a 6.75 in that I could drink it any day of the week, but I wouldn't want to pay for it. Again, that being my grading scale, which has to do with would I purchase the beer again. On its own, as a beer on its own, it's probably worth a 7.25. It's a good Christmas ale. It's a good Christmas spiced ale. What's the ABV? I don't know. What's the IBU? I don't know. I don't even care. It tastes fine, and that's all that really matters on it, in all honesty. You get a lot of that cedary taste, too, on the back end. It's just... It's made in a way that I don't... See, this is the weird thing for me. It's made in a way that I normally don't like. Most of these flavors are coming at me in a way that I normally don't like, but it's just so crisp and refreshing and light-bodied that I don't care. It just drains down your throat, and you're like, hey, I'm drinking a beer. It's fine. And for that, I'm excited about this beer. Oh, I got gas now. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's an exciting beer in the fact that even though it's so played down, it's good. And for that, I'm excited. Again, a 6.75 for myself personally. What it's really worth, probably a 7.25. Not an award-winning beer, but a very solid, well-made beer. Thank you, John, for this beer. I have 2 bottles of it. I might share another bottle of it with Joe or somebody when they're here, if anybody ever comes again. But other than that, it's a great beer. Well, I shouldn't say great. It's a good beer that I could enjoy. You did a great job. The only thing I would say is maybe... with the spice profile you have, maybe use Pacific Gem as your hop instead, or Galaxy or something like that. Just something that blow in your face with some sweetness on the background, some sweet tropical fruits. Yeah, with those sweet tropical fruits, it would take the cloyiness away a little bit, and I think it would make it a more well-rounded beer. That's the only thing I would say, is maybe the hop profile change. If you love it the way it is, don't change a thing, because all that matters when you homebrew is what you think. I'm just giving you my suggestion off the taste. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.